Hello students, in this video I have tried briefly and clearly the concepts of phrases, clauses and sentences. I hope it helps you understand the topic. So first we are going to understand adjective phrases. What is adjective phrases? An adjective phrase is a group of words that does the work of an adjective. Example, a crown made of gold. A crown made of gold. In this sentence, what? Made of gold describe the crown. Crown is noun and the made of gold is a group of words which describe the crown. It is what? It is a group of words and which is working like an adjective. So this is what? Adjective phrase. Now we are going to solve the exercises. So here you can see it is given pick out the adjective phrases in the following sentences as given. Now let's start first exercise. A man in great difficulties. A man in great difficulties. So we can see here what is that adjective phrase in this sentence? In great difficulties. Okay, in great. How is the man? Because in great difficulty, this is a group of words which describe man. Man is a noun, so it has become adjective phrase. Second, he is a person of very considerable. He is a person of very considerable. So here a person of very considerable, this describe he is a pronoun, so it is working like adjective, so it has become adjective phrase. Now third, wild beasts in small cages are a sorry sight. So wild beast in small cages. Wild beast in small cages. So this is what? This describe how is the beast? Of small cages. In a small cages describe beast. So this group of words is working like what? Adjective phrase. Now fourth, a man without an enemy. A man without an, how is the man? How is the man? Without an enemy. So without an enemy describe a man. 5, he tells a tale. He tells a tale with ring of truth in it. So here how is the tale? How is the tale? With the ring of truth in it. Next, a friend in need. A friend in need. How is the friend? In need. How is the friend? In need. Next, a stitch in time. How is stitch? In time. How is stitch? In time. This is what? In time saves 9. This is kind of provers. So the in time saves 9 and this entire group of word describe stitch. 8th, a bird in hand is worth. A bird in hand is worth 2 in the bush. So what? In the hand. So here 2. How is the bird? How is the bird? In the hand. Actually this is a provers. So meaning of provers I will let you know. A bird, how is the bird? In the hand. And next one other, in the bush. In the bush. This is also group of word is describing word to. This is describing in the bush is describing word to, and here in the hand is what? Describing a bird. Next, now next sentence. Achha, okay. Now here we discussed adjective phrase. Now it's time to what? This pick out the adverb phrases in the following sentences. Simple things. if the group of word works like adjective, this is adjective phrase. If the group of words is working like adverb, this will be the adverb phrase. So let's start from the example. She lived in the middle. So she lived in the middle. Once again, what is adverb phrase? An adverb phrase is a group of words that does the work of an adverb. So she lived in the middle of a great wood. So what is the word? Lived. Lived is the verb, and in the middle of, in the middle, in the middle, what is telling? In the middle, this in the middle is describing lived. Lived is the verb, and in the middle is describing verb. That's why it has become adverb. Means the group of word has become adverbial phrase. Adverb phrase, because this is describing verb. Second, nothing. Nothing can live. The word live on the moon. Here on the moon is describing live. What is that? The word on the moon describing live. Live is the verb, on the moon is describing live. Third, so it has become adverb phrase. Now third, come into the garden. Come into the garden. Where come? Into the garden. Okay? Where come? Into the garden. So into the garden describing come. Come is the verb. So into the garden has become adverb phrase. Fourth is what? Three fishes went sailing. Three fishes went sailing. Sailing is the verb. Sailing को कौन describe कर रहा है? Over the sea. Over the sea. Over the sea. This is a group of word which describing sailing. Sailing is the verb. 5. Over her hangs the great dark bell. Over her hangs the great dark bell. So what? Over her hangs. Over her describing is what? Hangs. Hangs is the verb. What? Over her. Over her is the group of word which describing hangs. Sixth is what? Down in green. Down in a green and shady bed. Down in a green and shady bed. Down in a green and shady bed. So a modest violet grew. A modest is violet is kind of, it's a poetic word. You can understand, you can consider it as a beauty or as kind of flower. So here, in a green shady bed. How is grow? Where does it grow? Grow is the verb, and this verb is describing by this group, in a green shady bed. In a green shady bed. Where it is grew? In a green shady bed. So this is in a green shady bed is what? Adverb phrase. 7th, on your conscience this will lie. On your conscience this will lie. So what? On your conscience. On your conscience. Where will lie? Where will lie is the verb, and where will lie? On your conscience. 8th, they sat for a while on the bank. They sat for a while on the bank. On the bank is what? This is a group of word, and this describing sat. Where they sat? On the bank. On the bank describing sat. Sat is the verb. बैठ गए कहाँ? On the bank. On the bank. This group of word is describing sat. Sat is a verb, and that's why this become adverb phrase. 9th, honesty is written on his face. Written is the verb. WRI. Written is the verb. On his face. on his face. What is describing? This describing written. 10th. So on his face becomes adverb phrase. 10th. The gun went off. The gun went off. How it went off? With a loud report. With a loud report. So with a how it went off? With a loud report. So how it work? With a loud report. So with a loud report is the adverb phrase. Now 11th, there dwelt a miller. There dwelt a miller. It has quite, that is means colored. M-I-L-L-A-R. This word is M-I-L-L-A-R. So miller is what? मीन्स जो चक्की वगैरह चलाता है, ठीक है. सो ड्वेल्ट मतलब रहता है. देयर ड्वेल्ट अ मिलर हेल, H-A-L-E, हेल एंड बोल्ड. हेल, वन सेकेंड, हियर देयर ड्वेल्ट अ मिलर हेल, ठीक, एंड बोल्ड. सो हेल इज व्हाट? स्ट्रॉन्ग, बोल्ड एंड ब्रेव, beside the river D. So where does he live? Where? Beside the river D. कहाँ पे रहता है? Beside the river D. रहता है. Dwell. Dwell is the verb. और कहाँ पे रहता है? Beside the. So beside the river D. This is a group of word which is what? Adverb phrase. Next. This. I stood on the bridge at midnight. I stood on the bridge. Stood is the verb. One second. Yes. Stood is the verb. Or where? I stood on the bridge. On the bridge is a group of word which describes stood. Stood is the verb. That is adverb phrase. 13th. To the northward. To the northward. Staged the desert. Desert. Staged. फैला है. Where? To the northward. To the northward. This is group of word describing verb staged. ठीक? So this is the adverb phrase. To the northward is the staged phrase. 14. Beside a green meadow. Beside a green meadow, a stream used to flow. So where it flow? Where does it flow? To flow. Used to flow. Beside a green meadow. Beside a green meadow. This is the adverb phrase. 15. I have read Bacon. I have read Bacon to my great profit. I have read to. Why did I read? To my great profit. Because it shows the purpose. So to my great profit describe read. Why did I read? To my great profit. So this group of word to my great profit, this entire to my great profit is what? The adverb phrase. 16. In her ear he whispered gaily. Means उसके कान में उसने खुशी से whispered किया. In her ear he whispered. Where he whispered? Whispered is the verb. Whisper is the verb. And where he whispered? In her ear. So in her ear is the group of word which works like a adverb phrase. Now next topic we are going to what? Learn noun phrase. Pick out the noun phrases in the following sentences. Pick out the noun phrases in the following sentences. Let's see. Examine what is noun phrases. The group of word which works like a noun in a sentence. That is what? Sentence. Let's start. His father wished to speak to the headmaster. His father wished. किस चीज का उसने wish किया? To speak to the headmaster. To speak to the headmaster. So to speak to the headmaster. उसने क्या wish किया? To speak to the headmaster. Okay. So this entire group of word is the object of wished. Second, the wicked vizier loves getting people. What does it love? What does it love? getting people into trouble. Getting people. What does it love? The vizier, what does it love? Getting people into the trouble. So this getting people into the trouble is what? The noun phrase. It is working like object. Third, the poor debtor intended to pay. What did intend? To pay back every penny of money. Okay. What did the poor debtor intended? To pay. There also it is working like object. Okay. So it has become noun phrase. Fourth, he dislikes having. What did he dislike? Having to punish his servants. He dislikes having to punish his servant. What did he dislike? To punish his, having punish to his servants. This group of word is working like what? This only, to punish his servants. This is working like what? Noun phrase, because the it is the working of object of dislike. 5 is what? Wait. Horses prefer. Horses prefer. What prefer? Living in dark stubble. What? Living in dark stubble. Horses prefer living in dark stubble. What horses prefer? Living in dark stubble. ठीक? And in 6th, I should hate. I should hate. What should I hate? To do such a thing. To do what to do? To do such a thing. To do such a thing. 6 is what? I should hate to do such a thing. So what should I hate? To do such a thing. Now next 7. 7 is what? Have you ever tried? Have you ever tried? What have you ever tried? Climbing. Climbing coconut palm. ठीक, क्या तुमने ट्राई किया? क्या ट्राई किया है? Climbing a coconut palm. So climbing a coconut palm is working like what? Noun phrase. It is working the object of tried. ठीक, क्या tried किया है? Climbing a coconut palm. Here we have finished noun phrase. Now we'll discuss what? Pick out the adverb clauses in the following sentences. थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस समझ लो. phrases क्या होते हैं? ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड होते हैं. ठीक है. It works like adverb, adjective and noun. And what is clauses? Clauses का जो meaning होता है that is what? Sub sentence. Means it is a kind of sentence. अब sentence है तो definitely it must have subject and predicate. So actually what? This clauses also is what? Sometimes it works like noun, sometimes it works like adjective, sometimes it works like adverb. So when it works, when this clauses works like, adverb, this will be the adverb clauses. Okay? So let's start from the exercises. You may sit wherever. You may sit wherever you like. So you may sit wherever you like. So clauses में there are one more thing we understand कि there is what? Dependent clauses and independent clauses. Independent are main clauses and dependent clauses or subordinate clauses. Two names are there. So here you can say you may sit. This is what? Independent clause, because this clause gives its separate meaning. And wherever you like, it depends on you may sit. It is dependent. So wherever you like, this describe sit. Word sit. Sit is the verb. And wherever you like, this describes sit. That's why wherever you like is the adverb clause, because it is the verb. Now second, he fled. He fled. Where his pursuer. Where did he fled? Where his pursuers could not follow. He fled, independent clause, or main clause, and where his pursuers could not follow, in which pursuers is the subject and other could not follow is the predicate. So where his pursuers could not follow is describing fled. Fled is the verb. Okay, so this has subject and predicate, means what? Where his pursuers could not follow. This is the clause, and this clause is defining, describing fled verb. So that's why it has become adverb clause. Third, he behaves as one might expect him to do. As how does he behave? Because as one might expect him to do is describing behaves. Behaves is the verb. This is the adverb clause. Fourth, because you have done this, I shall punish you. I shall punish you is the independent clause or main clause. But here, because you have done this, why shall I punish you? Because you have done this. So because you have done this is describing verb punish. Punish को ये group of word है, means ये clause है, because you have done this describe कर रहा है. ठीक, that's why this is what adverb clause. 5. As he was not there, I spoke to his brother. I spoke to his brother. This is the main clause. As he was not there. As he was not there. So why did I spoke? As he was not there. Why did I spoke? So it means as he was not there. This is a clause, and this describe verb spoke. So that's why this is adverb clause. Now, if you eat too much, if you eat too much, if you eat too much, you will be ill. So here you will be ill is the main clause if you eat too much. This is dependent clause, means subordinate clause. So why will be ill? Why will be ill, you ill if you eat too much? Okay, condition has given. So here if you eat too much, this is describing ill. You will be ill. So this is describing, this is working like adverb clause. Now okay, seventh it has not given completed. Now let's discuss other thing. Now we have discussed adverb clauses. Now it's time to learn what? Pick out this. What is given? Pick out the adjective clauses in the following sentences. So here, what is adjective clauses? The clauses which work like an adjective, means if is a clause and this clause is describing any noun or pronoun, then this will be the adjective clause. So let's see. First sentence, Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose flesh was Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was here white as snow. Okay, so here Mary had, last sentence, first sentence, Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. So Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. This is what? Mary had written. This is independent clause. Right? This is main clause. Whose fleece was white as snow. This is what? How was that? Whose fleece? How was the lamb? Whose fleece was white as snow. Means what? Whose fleece was white as snow. This describe lamp. Okay, this describe lamp. So lamp is noun, so that's why this clause is what? Adjective clause. Now second, the letter brought money which was badly needed. Which was badly, how was the letter? Badly needed. Which was badly needed. So which was badly needed, so the letter brought money which was badly needed. So which was badly needed is the describing letter. Okay, which was badly needed describing letter. Letter is the noun, and which was badly describing letter, that's why it has become adjective clause. Now third is what? The house that I live belongs to my father. The house that I live belongs to my father. So here belongs to my father. Belongs to my father is what? This is the dependent clause, and the house that I live is independent clause. So here the house belongs to my father. The house belongs to my father is what? That belongs to my father. That belongs to my father. Here that and belongs to my father is what? Independent clause. This is what? Adjective clause. This describing what? The house. This describing the house. So this is working like adjective. So here fourth, I am monarch of all my survey. I am monarch. Monarch is a noun. Of all I survey. This is also clause. So of all I survey. Of all of all I survey, describing monarch. Monarch is a noun. So that's why this is what? Adjective clause. Now 5. I have a little shadow. I have a little shadow which goes in and out with me. So which goes I have a little shadow. How is the shadow? Which goes in and out with me. So this which goes in and out with me, here you can say this is a clause, and this clause is describing shadow. Noun. That's why this is what? Adjective clause. Now last, pick out the noun clauses in the following sentences. Of course, the clauses which works like noun in any sentence, that is what? Noun clauses. So let's discuss. I often wonder how you are getting on. I often wonder how you are. What I wonder how you are getting on. So how you are getting on is the object of wonder. Take what did I wonder? How you are getting on. That's why this is what? Noun clause. I fear, second, I fear that I shall fail. So here that I shall fail is the object of fear. This is a noun clause. Third, he replied. What did he reply? That he would come. What he replied? That he would come. So here that he would come is the object of replied. What did he reply? That he would come. So that he would come is the object of verb replied. So that is a noun clause. Fourth, do you deny? What do you deny? That you stole the watch. What did you deny? That you stole the watch. So that you stole the watch is the object of deny. What did you deny? That. What means is coming answer what. So this is the object of deny. 5. I thought that it would be a fine day. What did I thought? What did I think? That it would be a fine day. That you should chase me. That you should cheat me hurts me. So that you should cheat me hurts me. Here that will be stand for both. That hurts me and that you should cheat me. So what hurts me? What hurts me? That you should cheat. That you should cheat. Okay. So here this is the noun clause. Now